So I wanted to respond to this comment that was on something I posted regarding sometimes our coping skills are not sufficient for the level of stress that we are experiencing. And I don't have an issue with the comment. I don't have an issue with the commenter. Um, I think they're right being a bit sarcastic, which maybe that's helping them cope. That's totally fair and fine. Um, but I kind of want to respond to the content of it and just highlight like why we need to be using coping skills and why we need to be working to manage to the best of our ability within the confines and the context of our lives the stuff that's happening. Because if our cortisol levels are constantly high, if we're constantly on high alert, high anxiety, we are not going to be able to function. That is not a functional space. And so that's when we get sometimes like our body taking us out. We get sick more often. We are less engaged in life. Our ability to engage in creative problem solving is not there. It's gone. My ability to think about how can I help make the world a place that I want to live in, that I'd want to raise children in, that I'd want family and friends and people I love and care about to be in. If I'm stressed out all the time, I can't think about that. I can't engage in finding scripts or creating scripts or, leaving meaningful messages for my representatives. I can't figure out which organizations to support. I can't figure out what skills I have that I could donate to support because I don't have any capacity to engage in that because it's just going to basic maintenance at some point. And so that's partially why we need to engage in them to the best of our ability within the context of our lives and the situations in which we find ourselves. And I really was posting to just highlight, like, hey, let's also not beat ourselves up if our skills aren't working that we normally use, because unless we're older and, live through like Watergate or something, similar-ish to what's happening here, we may not have the skills to this level right now. But if we use what we got to the best of our ability and we're able to bring it down a little, we can engage more and better to help shape the world in a way we want. And mine is always going to be to fight for the oppressed, to support the underdog and the underserved. That's just always my bag. That's where I stand, and that's who I stand with.